Happy Valentine's Day, everyone! Today I want to talk about the 10 most romantic places to visit on Maui. Number 1 is Ho'okipa Lookout and Beach Park. I think this place is super romantic because every single night you will see a beautiful sunset here. You can also have picnic on the beach. We've seen a lot of people here with picnic baskets, bottles of wine. You can even bring your dog. A lot of people do that as well. Of course, you can also come here to watch turtles. If you're looking out at the ocean, at the beach, to your very, very right, there will be a spot with tons of sea turtles. And to your very, very left, there may or may not be a seal resting and sleeping. It might look like one of the rocks. Don't forget that you can't get too close to turtles, and you need to keep an even bigger distance from the seals. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. And if you watch until the end, I will share one of our favorite spots on Maui, because it has the best view, and it's perfect for a low-key date any day of the year. Number 2, head over to Lahaina and check out either Fleetwood's or Cheeseburger in Paradise. Why did I pick these two places? They both have a nice view. Fleetwood's requires booking in advance, but although you might have luck as a walk-in if you don't mind sitting at the bar, and they have a beautiful view of the ocean, the mountains. It's amazing. They also have great food at a steep but worth it price, and they will often have live music in the evenings. Cheeseburger in Paradise is the complete opposite. I don't really like the food that much. It's very meh. It's kind of like pub food, but Hawaiian priced. But they have a great location. There is almost always a table right by the window that is literally over the ocean. When the surf is high, the waves are literally going under you as you eat. So even though the food is not the best, it is a little cheaper than other restaurants in the area, and the view really is spectacular. Of course, you can also just go to the beach right next to Cheeseburger in Paradise and not order any food at all. You'll always see an amazing sunset from here, no matter when you go. Sometimes there'll be people doing some impromptu fire juggling on the beach. Feel free to tip them and watch them throw fire as you enjoy a romantic evening. Number 3, the Wailea Beach Path, also known as the Maui Beach Walk. It depends who you ask. This is the walk that takes you right by the ocean, past all the fancy resorts. There are many beaches here that you can visit. You can enjoy sunset here. We watch the fireworks for the new year here. And of course, there's a lot of restaurants that you can visit, although they will be on the pricier side. Of course, walking here can leave you a little bitter over seeing how the other half lives, but it's also a lot of fun to people watch, and there's a lot of great places here. If you time your visit just right, you might see, or hear at least, a luau. Of course, you won't be able to get front seats for the luau because that's for paid guests only, and they probably paid $300 or more to be there. But you can sit behind them, listen to the stories, and still see some of the dancing. It's pretty cool, and it's a fun way to spend a free evening on Maui. Haleakala sunrise and or sunset. Haleakala is a great place to be any time of the day, but of course it's most romantic and most special at sunrise and sunset. Keep in mind that coming here for sunrise is difficult because you do need tickets and those go fast, but you can come here for sunset anytime and it's always beautiful. Doesn't really matter what time you go here, just bring a loved one, dress warm, and you will have a great time. It is always very romantic, especially when you're cuddling up because it's a lot colder than you expected, even though you're coming a second or third time. Trust me, it's freezing up here. Number 5, the Maui Ocean Center, the Aquarium of Hawaii. This might not be your typical romantic outing, but me and my husband had a lot of fun here, and it was really cool to hold hands while watching sharks. Our favorite was, of course, the giant exhibit where you could just watch fish, and we could have stayed there all day. It was amazing. And then we also had a lot of fun watching the fish get fed. There's also a cute little restaurant that has great food options, great drinks, and it overlooks the ocean. And if you're here during the winter, you might see a bunch of whales, which is also really cool. Right next to the Maui Ocean Center is the Pacific Whale Foundation. From here, you can book a tour to see the whales up close. This is a great place to be any time of day, but of course, around sunset, it is a little extra magical and romantic. Number 6, Jungle Zipline. If you and your loved one crave some adventure, head over to Jungle Zipline on Maui. Nothing is more romantic than comforting your partner when they're crying because they're scared of heights. Yes, that's me, not Isaac. Just kidding. But ziplining is a lot of fun, and this is a great one that isn't too scary, but it also is in the middle of a beautiful rainforest. Not only will the guides help you survive the ziplining experience, they will also show you some cool tropical plants and will even feed you some fresh cacao plants, which taste a lot different than chocolate, and I love them. Number 7. Type lava fields into your Google Maps and head over to Ho'opili Trail. This trail will take you past beautiful beaches. It's a beautiful combination of black rocks with white corals. Of course, this is a very rocky trail. There's a few blowholes. It's really beautiful. And I suggest that you bring a picnic, sit on one of these beaches, enjoy the beautiful views. And if you're feeling adventurous, look for one of the caves right on the beach. It's a really great trail. We like to come here with our dog. It's a little rocky, but it's pretty easy for anyone, even if you're wearing flip-flops. While you're here, don't forget that you're next to a natural reserve, so be very mindful and remember not to take anything from the beach. Number 8, Black Sand Beach. Yes, the one that you have to brave the road to Hana for. We really love this beach, and not for sitting on the beach because it's always very crowded. If you're local, you can come here without a reservation as long as you show your ID, and everyone else in the car who doesn't have an ID needs to pay the $5 fee online, but that can be done day of the visit. Just make sure you do it before you start driving because you won't have internet and you might end up in trouble. This place is really great. We love coming here just for the views, to sit on the cliffs, watch the waves, and there are some really powerful waves. Don't forget to visit the blowhole, and if you come at high tide, just sit there and wait. I guarantee you will be splashed and it'll be really fun. As long as you're not wearing anything that can't get wet, because you will get wet. Since I already mentioned the road to Hana, any of the waterfalls along the road to Hana are really fun to visit. Make sure to only go to the ones that are legal to visit. Don't cross any private property lines. Don't park illegally, because that can quickly get very unromantic if you get a fine or have an angry local yelling at you to get off their property, which they have a right to do because they might be wanting to do their own romantic things on their property. Do not trespass and visit one of the many legal waterfalls. Once you're there, you can have a lot of fun. Swimming in a waterfall is great. Jumping into waterfalls is great. Just remember to be safe and don't swim under the waterfall because that can be very dangerous. To keep your date from turning into a mosquito orgy, I highly recommend bringing enough mosquito spray because the road to Hana waterfalls are in the middle of the jungle and there are a lot of mosquitoes. Number 10. Head over to Kahului and check out Kanaha Beach Park. This is a popular park for locals and kite surfers. It is also an area near the airport, so you'll see passing planes. I've always found it really fun to watch planes flying overhead, and watching people fly over you is also very exciting. Just don't get in their way. I like to visit Kanaha Beach after stopping at Costco or one of the other many stores and loading up on treats. Don't forget to grab a bottle of your favorite beverage, cherries or chocolate-covered strawberries, maybe even a lei, a rose, or even a potted plant. Preferably something that's hard to kill. Isaac, if you are watching this may or may not be a hint for you. Bonus romantic spot, stop at your favorite food truck, take the food to go, and navigate towards lavender farms. Once you're there, keep driving up the hill. The higher you go, the better the views. Pull over in your car or bring chairs and just watch Maui from above. From here you can see so much of the island and it's such a beautiful spot. While it doesn't get too windy here like in May on the beach, it does get a little chilly since you're so high up. Don't forget to bring a blanket or a light jacket and you'll be good to go for a romantic afternoon. Of course, the sunsets from here are also beautiful.
If you liked our video, don't forget to click the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Check out our videos from all around the world and let us know what you'd like to see next.
Thanks for watching! I am Olena. This is Isaac.
And we are the TravelBugBite.
We met in Prague, Czech Republic.
Lived in Shanghai, China.
New York and Rhode Island, USA.
And now we live in Hawaii.
We've traveled from Tibet to Puerto Rico.
Harbin to PP.
And drove cross country with Smiley in our Tesla Model 3.
Subscribe to follow our adventures.